Hey, how's it going? This is Jeff Barnes with Angel Investors Network. Thanks so much for being here. And I have a really special treat for you today. We are going to be talking with Lindsey Graham, the Patriot Barbie, and showing you a little bit about her and hearing a little bit about her story because she is coming with us to Nashville for the Business Wealth Summit. So let's bring her on. Lindsey, how are you doing today?
Hey, I'm great. How are you, Jeff?
I'm doing fantastic. Thanks so much. So we're really excited. We're going to have you on stage at our Business Wealth Summit in Nashville, May 29th through 31st, where we're going to be talking to investors and business owners and entrepreneurs all about buying or acquiring, scaling, and selling businesses. And you have just such an incredible story. I'm really honored to have you there because you have been through the ringer when it comes to running your business and, became an author because of it. And so why don't you tell folks a little bit about yourself?
Absolutely. Yeah, I am an entrepreneur at heart. I have been since I was a very young child. I think I inherited it from my mom. I started doing hair in 2005. And by 2009, I had opened my first salon, grew that and scaled it to a 25 chair salon. My husband and I had opened a 30,000 square foot gym in Woodburn, Oregon, and we had acquired four franchise tanning salons. Lots of businesses in Oregon. We were thriving, loving our life, and doing what came natural to both of us. And in 2020, as everyone can remember, non-essential businesses got locked down, and my husband and I suffered a devastating blow running our businesses and trying to provide for our family. And ultimately, in May of 2020, I decided to stand up to government and tell them I would not remain closed. I was going to provide for my family as needed because I believe that my rights are given by God and not the government.
Well, let me get back in here. So that's an incredible story, incredibly powerful. Those of us that lived through that, same thing here at AIN, we were doing live events. And so being told we
Mm-hmm.
couldn't run our business anymore was just devastating for us. And so, our slogan here is we perpetuate free enterprise and capitalism. And if you are a business owner and you're out there doing great things in the world, which let's face it, some people think that business owners are evil and greedy and capitalist pigs. And then the people that actually run the businesses realize, hey, we're not doing this just for the money. Yeah, the money's great, but it's also because we want to make a difference in people's lives. We want to make a difference in
Mm-hmm.
the world. And, we generally do a business or we run a business because we believe in what it can do for other people. Most people
Yeah,
are not out there trying to get into business just to make things worse for everybody else, right? It doesn't
right.
really compute, right? Karma doesn't work out. So
Yeah.
yeah, absolutely love that. So what are you going to be talking about while we have you on stage there at the Business Wealth Summit?
Well, I would really like to talk about kind of my journey from, gosh, running those very, very, very successful businesses to, losing all of them to cancel culture, to government tyranny, to my decision to stand up really ultimately cost me all of those businesses. We left them behind, moved to Arizona. Both my husband and I had no idea what we were going to do. But, the mind of an entrepreneur never stops. Anyone who's listening to this probably can agree. And so we kind of put our heads together and thought, okay, what will our next life journey be? What can we reinvest in that we believe in? We had both had a really bad taste in our mouth about opening brick and mortar buildings that people could target. My salon had gotten damaged, and threats and things like that. And so we rebuilt kind of a business as soon as we moved to Arizona, which was investing into real estate, fix and flipping. And then I got my real estate license and we did fix and flips for a couple of years. But as the journey went on, I really felt a pulling, which was God's calling toward fighting for freedom for these business owners, because I had experienced complete tyranny, being shut down. And so did every business owner in America. I had really felt like that called me into a purpose, that God had allowed that to happen for a reason. And so I dove headfirst into an accidental brand called the Patriot Barbie. I was actually labeled the Patriot Barbie by cancel culture. It was meant to be an insult. And I took it and ran with it. And I prayed that God would open the right doors for me to create some kind of movement. And what happened was, in that obedience, just doors opening, brand building like I've never experienced before, and rising up from the complete and utter annihilation of our wealth and our safety and security to rebuilding a whole nother lifestyle, completely entrepreneurial all over again. In fact, I have more businesses now than I did in Oregon. And I'm much happier now because my businesses serve a purpose. Like you were saying, when I had a salon, I was certainly making plenty of money. I was selling hair extensions. I was renting out spaces. But really, one thing that I know happened when I was removed from that culture is I had given 25 women a home where I empowered them and uplifted them and supported them and encouraged them. And that is very rare in the salon industry. There's a lot of cattiness and drama, as you can imagine. To me, I loved being the person that brought everyone together, that people would say, I know I love my salon owner. She's very supportive. She's very, gracious and selfless. When Salem lost me, they lost that. All of these stylists actually went and did their own studios. Now they're all segregated and solo and on their own. And there is no community anymore between those women. And so I miss that. And I understand what it's like to have a business with purpose. And I didn't even realize that was my purpose at the time. But now I do so much more. And it's all synergetic. And I really just want people to understand that not everything that breaks you has to destroy you. I've had multiple roadblocks in businesses, even during my salon, and always have picked myself up. Someone said I bet on myself, which I love that terminology. I took a bet on myself over and over again. And when you believe in what you're doing and you believe in yourself and you believe in your brain, mind, and physical capacity, that you can rebuild and you can build anything you'd like.
Absolutely. And when one of the things we find with a lot of entrepreneurs is when you put the passion behind it, that's like the secret, the magic sauce, right? When people really want to flock to you and you create a culture around your business and your customers and everything else. So congratulations on that. I know it was not a fun journey. Those of us that live through it as business owners, we still probably have PTSD from it. But for some of us, that gives us the fight to go back out there and do it again another day. So Lindsey, thank you so much. I'm really looking forward to having you there. And we'll post links in all the chat for everybody. So if you guys want to learn more about the Business Well Summit, that'd be great. If you want to get a chance to meet Lindsey in person, by all means, come out to Nashville. And Lindsey, it's going to be truly an honor to have you there. Can't wait.
Thank you. Thanks so much, Jeff. I look forward to it. And I look forward to empowering all of your people.
Outstanding. I'm looking forward to it. Take care, everyone.